Hey everybody, it's Grady and welcome back to Uncle Sweetie's Model Works. Tonight I'm coming to you with I'm going to call it a mini unboxing because I'm not going to go through, certainly not going to go through all the parts in this entire kit. And, but I have a dilemma. And the dilemma I have come across is it's racing related and I want some input in the comments and I'm sure you guys are going to light it up. So, this question is for the racing aficionados, especially the NHRA racing aficionados and armchair experts. Whoever wants to answer, get in the mayhem in the comments down below. What is the difference? The difference between pro stock and pro street. I have scoured the interwebs, and the best definition I can find for pro street is a car that has a tubbed rear end with big meat tires, and that's it. I've seen I've seen it all. Skinny fronts, blown motor through the hood. That's kind of a intact interior, partial interior. But I've also seen cars labeled Pro Street that it is an all-out Pro Stock car with another Vaccaro style racing seat in the passenger side and headlights. So I'm trying to figure this out because I want to know the difference. Because if I'm buying a model kit that says Pro Stock, I want to know what I'm getting compared to if I'm buying a model that says Pro Street. Anyway, I'm going to get onto this mini unboxing because it's a pretty unusual kit. And I found one particular interesting thing in it that I have never seen before. And I just wanted to show you guys. So I'm just gonna get into it, and I'll have some more information, some more questions, some more not so much dilemmas, but hot buttons and arguing. I have some arguments. I'll be back. Okay, this is the kit that's been causing me so much hair pulling. Let me get into what was so interesting to me about this kit, and then I'll work our way into why this has made me pull my hair out. And hopefully I can keep this all in frame because this is a big old kit. And hopefully I can control the glare, blah, 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 blah. Okay. This was the first thing. Instructions. Okay. Looks like no problem, right? Monster muscle machines. Now, I expected when I opened this kit, because this is 3 individual kits that are otherwise reproduced, I expected it to have separate instruction sheet for each kit. It does not. What we have here is a 3-way fold out, and as you can see, this is for the Pro Street Thunderbird. And the Thunderbird is a Pro Street. If you look over here, you can see the tubs. Actually, wait. In this kit, this is listed as a Pro Street Thunderbird. This kit on its own is the Bob Glidden's Motorcraft Thunderbird, which is a Pro Stock kit. Hair pull number 1. If it's Pro Street, it's meant to be driven on the street. If it's Bob Glidden's Pro Stock Thunderbird, it is a Pro Stock race car. on to why this kind of got me. So, okay, let's do a different kit. This is one giant sheet of instructions. That's like 2 feet by 1.5 feet. This is, yeah. So here's Pro Street Beretta. Pro Street would be meant to be driven on the street. The standalone kit for this, it's got 2 versions, or 2 iterations, and both of them are labeled as Pro Street. As you can see here, it's got the tubs, it's got hood scoop, it's got blown motor, blah, blah, blah. It is a Pro Street car. Now, more hair pulling. Pro Street Firebird. Pro Street Firebird. Number 1. Here's the rear end of the car. Let's see if it's got it flipped over. It does have it flipped over. This car is not tubbed. Therefore, it is not Pro Street, period. In my opinion of scouring the internet and finding the vaguest of vague definitions of Pro Street. But the one definition was, has to be tubbed, has to have big fat meats, no exceptions. So this model kit is not Pro Street. That's why we use the 69 Nova to Pro Street things, because it has the tubs and the tires. Anyway, moving on. To the best of my ability, I found one iteration of this kit that is not standalone. And somewhere along the way here, I'm going to pop up a picture. And the standalone kit is labeled as a Firebird Pro Street machine. And now I'm really pulling my hair out, because street machine, I'll give you that. It's got a motor sticking out of the hood. It's got wide tires. And it's going to be I'll give you street machine. Made for performance, made for power. But I'm still not going to give you the Pro Stock, because the tires aren't tucked under the fender wells. Anyway, that's why I had so much hair pulling. Here's the back. Here's the finish of one. Looks like the decals for everything, maybe? I don't know. I'll figure that out later. Anyway, gonna do one of the other things that I thought was really interesting about this. It's got a full-on cardboard divider / support, which these things need, as any of you know that have larger kits that don't have supports in the middle. Anyway, at this point, I am not going to go through the rest of this. At least not on camera, because I wanted this to be a rather short video. Going through the instructions, I don't have to find the parts. I don't have to get into this kit to see if there's tubs for the rear. And I don't have to get into it at all. Let me see if I can get the plastic to where the glare is off of this. This rear end is not tubbed. This is not a Pro Street car. It's got big meats, but the rear end isn't tubbed. Good Lord, I hope I can get all this back in here. Alright, that's that. And, yeah, so, again, in the comments down below, and just light them up. What is the difference between Pro Stock cars and Pro Street cars? Because literally the only thing I can find is that Pro Street has to be licensed to drive on the road. That's the only real difference I can find. So all you pros, all you race car pros, all you race car builders, everybody, yeah, everybody that's been around race cars and racing all their lives, weigh in on the comments and help me figure out this conundrum. Do all those YouTube things, hit the buttons, comment down below, all that fun stuff. Yeah, this one, and even before this, because I've heard Pro Stock and Pro Street, and the cars look similar in real life. I want to know. I want to know, and there's no, and I can look up the definition of NHRA rules, specifications, class, blah blah blah. But Pro Street doesn't have that. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm cutting off. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye. And one little more tidbit while I'm doing this particular one. Oh goodness, I'm getting old. The Thunderbird in this kit, like I said, the standalone kit is the Bob Glidden's Pro Stock Thunderbird. That had another, which I believe was released in 1988. It had another release, I think it was still Bob Glidden's, but I don't remember for sure. If you look at ScaleMates, it has prior iterations of something called a Pro Stock Thunderbird. It has prior iterations of something called a Bob Glidden's Pro Stock Thunderbird from years past. That's all fine and good, but they're together on the same timeline, but they're, without having the kit physically in my hands, I don't know if there's parts for both kits, but as far as I can see, and I'm not going to open this up just yet to look for this, they are not the same. The previous version is more of a square body Thunderbird. It has a square hood scoop instead of this round one. It also has a honeycomb grill instead of this closed grill with the Thunderbird on it. So, I don't know what's up with that, but Revell, you got me pulling out my hair, brothers. I'm out. Okay, well, I'm a curious cat, and I had to know. Turns out, I have the original Bob Glidden Pro Stock Thunderbird kit. Turns out it was open, not sealed in bags. So after a nice little long adventure, they are based on, I will say they're based on the same kit. The first one has this thing but not the other. The second one has that thing but not this thing. So neither kit will build the other. How about that? How about that? A lot of the parts look like they'll interchange, but neither kit will build the other. That said, turns out neither one of them are complete. Without doing a full inventory of each one, I'm missing one part out of each kit. Then they do not interchange. They are not the same. Go me. Y'all have a great day.